Someone can confirm.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. We are starting with divisibility and prime. So this is a little bit tricky topic because a lot of smartness has to be applied, mental calculation has to be done in this particular topic, right? So we'll start discussing about some terms which are very important before we head towards solving the questions, right? So what exactly do you guys understand from the term divisibility? What is divisibility exactly? Can you give me an example? I don't need a definition, of course. A little bit difficult to define it, but if you could give me an example explaining what is a divisibility exactly? How do you judge a divisibility? What is it exactly? Guys, speak up. It's only two of you today. I'm not sure why other people have not joined. So either of you have to speak now. What is divisibility?
So means we can divide that number.
Okay. But can you take an example, Nutan?
4, sir.
Okay. And you're dividing it by what?
2 or 1 or 4.
No, but that is a factors. Huh? Divisibility doesn't tell you that remainder should be always 0. If I divide 15 by 2, is that not the divisibility? It will be a divisibility, right? Divisibility means dividing
Yes, sir.
things. Now, there it comes as a picture that likewise you said 4 divided by 2. So it would be like, quotient would be 2, of course. So then 2 is what? 2 is a factor of 4. This is what you say. 2 is factor of 4. So if I ask you what all factors of 4 are, you will say, so 1, 2, and 4 itself. These are the factors. I'll say, okay, no problem. What about 6? How many factors does 6 has? So you'll say, so 1, 2, 3, and 6. This all are factors of 6, right? Now, if I tell you 48, then how would you tell me the total number of factors of 48? So you could start writing like first number is 1, last number would be, of course, the number itself. Then one number would be exactly half of it. Now, this is a trick, there would be no number between the half of the number and the number itself that can divide it. Okay, because this 24 will divide it by 2 times and 48 will divide it by 1 time. So there is nothing called, because we need a pure integers, and that is what divisibility is. But if I start from 1, I have a lot of other factors like 2, then I've got 3, then I've got 4, 6, 8, 12. That's it. Right, so I've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 factors of this. But now understand, for 4 it was easy to write, for 6 it was easy to write, for 48 we managed it to write. But if the number becomes a 3-digit number or a 4-digit number, then it would be very difficult for you guys to have known what all numbers can divide, and there is often chance or a risk of we missing out any proper factors out of this. So what is the best way to find total factors or total prime factors? Indeed, total prime factors, because we always divide it by prime factors. Always remember this. So now pay attention to this. Let's say my number is 48. I'll start writing prime factorization of it. Okay, same way like this. So I'll write 2, it would be 24. Then I'll write 2, it would be 12. Then 2, it would be 6. Then 2, it would be 3. And then 3, this would be 1. So first step is prime factorization of a number. Prime factorization of a number. Second step. What question is asking? Question is not asking you total factors. Question is asking you total prime factors. So your answer would be, so there are only two prime factors, 2 and 3. That's it. There are only two prime factors here, two prime factors here, which are 2 and 3, right? You will not take 4 because 4 is not prime. You will not take 8. You will not take 16. You will not take as many as 2s are there. There is only two prime factors here, 2 and 3. That is it. But the most important thing, if they ask you total factors, not prime factors. So if they're asking you total factors in this particular number, for example, 48, will be divisible by prime number also and non-primes also, right? So total factors would be how much? So you're gonna write this into prime factorization like 2 to the power 4 times 3 to the power 1. How many 2's are there here? 4. And how many 3's are there? 1. First step. Step number 2 is you're gonna take the powers from here for all the prime numbers or factors that you have. So that's like 4 has been taken here, 1 has been taken here. Now you will increase this particular powers which you have already taken by 1. Every power would be increased by 1 and the result would be multiplied. So this will become how much? 4 plus 1 is 5 and 1 plus 1 is 2. So there are like 10 total factors of 48. So they will not ask you what all factors are there. They'll ask you total factors. How many total factors are there for a number? Now let me tell you, this is something you have to remember, because if you forget, then the only thing that you're left out is find all the numbers that you could think of that number would be divisible. Now the most important thing is, why do we have to increase the power by 1? Why can't we directly do 4 times 1, right? There's a rule here. See, when I divide this 48 first time by 2, I get it as 24. So at the same time, I can divide this 48 by 24 also to get 2. So that means for every single number, there is a new factor that gets generated. So if you divide it by 4, 2 times 2, a new factor would be generated 12. If you divide it by 8, new factor would be generated 6. If you divide it by 16, new factor would be generated, that is 3. So that is why we have to increase the power. Always remember this. That is why we have to increase the power. We'll again do one more question of the same type. I'll take a bigger number. So let's say number is 248. Now we have to find two things: total prime factors and total factors. So for both things, your start journey would be like this. And I'll start dividing it. So I'll write 2. Of course, the first number I'll check with 2. It is divisible. I'll write 124. Then I'll again write 2. So this is divisible. I'll write 62. Then again 2. So I'll write 31. Now 31 is a prime number. So I'll just write 1. Done. So now total prime factors are how many? 2. 2 prime factors are there. 2 and 31. They're total prime factors. But how many total factors do we have here? So we're going to write it as 2 cube, and 31 is of course power 1. I'll bring down this power and I'll increase it by 1. I'll bring down this power and I'll increase it by 1 again. So this will become 4, this will become 2, and that makes 8. Right? Now, most important, anyone has got any doubt here? Before I explain you the major trap that they're gonna ask you in this particular set of questions, anyone has got any doubt here? Fine, let's go ahead. Now understand this thing. There some questions are framed as that there is a number, let's say n, right? and this number n has got total factors as 8. So what is this number? Now understand, in this thing, I need the total factors as 8, right? I can write the number as 2 to the power 7 also, because I know that if this number is 2 to the power 7, which is like nothing but 128, right? To find the total factors, what I'll do, I'll take this exponent here and I'll increase it by 1 so that I get the total factor as 8. So that number n can be 128 also, but that same number n can be 242 also. 242 or 248? 248 also. See here, we solve the same thing. 248, total factors here are again 8, right? Because concern is very simple. Over here, for 248, we got it as 2 cube into 31 to the power 1. This 3 got increased by 3 plus 1. This one got increased by 1 plus 1. So of course, this becomes 4 times 2, and that becomes 8. So this is also 8, and this is also 8, and this is the information that was given to me in the question, that total factors are what? 8, right?
8.
So total factors are 8, but they can be different numbers also, right? They can be different numbers also. And now you can start forming. अब आपको 8 चाहिए ना, तो आप ऐसे भी देख सकते हो, सर अगर हम 2 क्यूब करें, अगर हम 2 स्क्वायर करें, तो ये नहीं बन पाएगा। उसके साथ में अगर हम 3 का पावर 1 ही रहने दें और फिर 5 का पावर भी हम 1 कर दें, लेट्स से अगर ये नंबर था, तो अभी अगर आप देखो, हम 2 के पावर को भी 1 रखते हैं, ठीक है? तो अब आपको तो पता है कि हमें तो पावर सारे इंक्रीज करना है, तब ये पावर क्या हो जाएगा? 1 + 1 हो जाएगा। ये पावर भी क्या हो जाएगा? 1 + 1 हो जाएगा। ये पावर भी क्या हो जाएगा? 1 + 1 हो जाएगा, राइट? अब इसको करें मल्टीप्लाई, तो ये तो सब 2 टाइम्स 2 टाइम्स 2 है, तो ये क्या हो गया? 8। तो 8 फैक्टर्स, टोटल 8 फैक्टर्स तो इस नंबर के भी है, पर ये नंबर कौन सा है? ये नंबर 2 × 3 × 5, मतलब ये नंबर तो 30 है, राइट? तो ये नंबर तो 30 है और इसके 8 फैक्टर्स हो गए। तो इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि अगर उन्होंने हमको टोटल फैक्टर्स दे दिया तो एक ही नंबर होगा। देयर आर लॉट ऑफ कॉम्बिनेशंस एंड परम्यूटेशन दैट कैन हैपन। I don't say that the answer would be always D or cannot be determined, because there would always be one of the particular information that would be given to us, right? And accordingly we have to check क्या possibilities उस केस में बन सकती है. Once that is done, then we would be able to manage it easily, right? So these are the major concept of total prime factors and prime number, total prime factors and total factors, right? Because we're dealing with a topic like divisibility and prime, so we need to be very, very good into it. Second thing, there are certain another terms that we will talk about, like factors, multiples, right? So multiples are nothing but, let's say if you're asking me what are the multiples of 4, so I'll say it's a table of 4. मल्टीपल्स ऑफ 4 का मतलब टेबल ऑफ 4 होगा। तो 4 के जितने भी मल्टीपल्स होंगे उसके लिए 4 फैक्टर का काम करेगा, बिकॉज दोज आर द नंबर्स जो 4 से डिवाइड हो सकते हैं, राइट? तो देखो, जब आपको फैक्टर बोला जाए तो समझना कि आपको डिवाइड करके देखना है, बट जब आपको मल्टीपल्स बोला जाए, देन यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट आपको वहां पे उसका टेबल देखना है, मतलब वो नंबर उससे बन के आना चाहिए। अब आप उसको 4 × 2 करो, 4 × 20 करो, 4 × 200 करो, राइट? 4 × 2 करोगे तो 8 आ जाएगा। तो 8 क्या हुआ? ये मल्टीपल हुआ 4 का। तो 4 कौन क्या हो गया? उसका फैक्टर हो गया। और 8 खुद किसी का फैक्टर होगा, लाइक 64 का फैक्टर है, 16 का फैक्टर है, और 16 और 64 क्या है? वो 8 के मल्टीपल्स हैं, और वो 4 के भी मल्टीपल्स हैं। So, you know, the more you're gonna talk about this kind of things, you will have endless number of numbers into it. So always seek this possibility that, what is multiplied to get what and what is multiplied to get what. और ये बहुत इजीली हो जाता है। सी आई टेल यू, 2 times 4 अगर आप करोगे तो ये 8 बन जाएगा। तो वही चीज है कि अगर आप इस 8 को इसी 4 से डिवाइड करोगे तो वापस 2 ही तो आएगा। तो ये एक ही स्टोरी है, दिस इज द सेम स्टोरी, द ओनली थिंग इज यहाँ मल्टीपल्स आ रहा है, यहाँ पे फैक्टर्स बन गया वो चीज। फैक्टर्स तभी बनेगा जब वो रिमाइंडर आपको 0 देगा, ये चीज ध्यान रखना। सो लाइक 2 is not a factor of odd numbers because odd numbers itself has a definition that they are not divisible by 2, otherwise they would be even, and every even number has a factor. 2 is a factor of every even number. 0 is not a factor of any number. मैंने कल ही बोला था you cannot divide anything by 0, right? But 0 is multiple of all numbers because of 0 times 4 करोगे आपको वही चीज मिल जाएगी। 0 times 5 कर सकते हैं, आपको 0 मिल जाएगा because you can multiply with 0 but you cannot divide by 0, right? This is second concept. So the divisibility, fine. Now let's go to the questions and check how are they asking us the questions, and you guys have to be good with your old knowledge of certain things. So now see, question is, for how many positive integers values? First of all, it has to be integers, and second, they have to be positive. Of x is 65 over x an integer. देखो 65 over x जो है वो आपका integer होना चाहिए, ठीक है? ये आपका क्या होना चाहिए? integer होना चाहिए। तो x की क्या क्या वैल्यू आप यहाँ पे रख सकते हो जिस हिसाब से 65 over x integer बने। It's not necessary for you to have only x to be an integer, right? अब यहाँ पे इनको मेंशन करना पड़ा है यहाँ पे कि आप x को पॉजिटिव इंटीजर वैल्यूज लो, बिकॉज मेनी टाइम्स इट कैन हैपन कि मैं x को 0.5 ले लूं और ये नंबर 130 बन जाएगा, राइट? सो अगर मैं x को 0.5 लूं और ये नंबर 65 डिवाइडेड बाय 0.5 would be 130. 130 is an integer, so that means I can keep the value of x as decimals also because my final answer is integer, right? So they have mentioned it that you have to only consider positive integers values of x, not even negatives. So now what all values that we can keep so that this becomes an integer? Simple. I can keep 1, of course, I can keep 65, I can keep 5, and then I can keep what? Divide this by 5. How much would you get? You'll get 13. That's it. So these are the 4 values that will give you integers. इसके अलावा आप x की कोई भी वैल्यू यहाँ पे रखोगे आपको इंटीजर नहीं मिलेगा। सो इनडायरेक्टली 65, और अगर आप इसको टोटल फैक्टर्स के हिसाब से देखते तो क्या ये आता? So let's say 65, if you're dividing it by, so first number would be of course 5, and this is 13, and this is 13, and this is 1. So 5 to the power 1 and 13 to the power 1. So it's like, this one and this one will become 2 times 2, and that is like 4. So 4 are the total factors of 65. But you need to check for x. You don't have to check for total factors. यहाँ भी 4 आ रहा है, यहाँ भी 4 आ रहा है, वो एक coincidence हो सकता है. So always make sure that you know total factors का logic कहाँ लगाना है. Otherwise you will be always confused. You need to understand the question very clearly so that you are able to apply that. Let's talk about this question number 4 now. It's a quantitative comparison. The number of distinct factors of 10, okay, and number of distinct prime factors of 210. See, quantity A में वो बोल रहे हैं number of distinct factors of 10, distinct factors of 10, right? So आपको अगर distinct factors लेना है मतलब वो total factors हो जाएंगे. So they are not defining anything here as a prime or something. So for 10 you could easily write it as 2 times 5. ये हो गया. और इसके अलावा 2 का पावर 1 है, 5 का पावर 1 है, तो this would be like 1 plus 1, this would be like 1 plus 1, so you're gonna get it as 2 times 2, so that would be 4. So you've got 4 distinct factors for 10, and you could even think of it very quickly that those numbers would be 1, 2, 5, and 10, and this all are distinct and they all are factors of 10. But now over here you have to find the distinct prime factors of 210. So your logic, Ideally, once at the start, it's okay if you find it like this, but I've already told you the way to do it quickly. So you should do it mentally. So divide this 210 by 2. So this will become 105. 105 is divisible by 3 by 35. 35 is divisible by 5 by 7, and 7 is 1. So now 2, 3, 5, and 7. This all are prime factors. That is what you wanted, prime. And you want distinct. So they are 4. So this is equal. This answer goes as C. Fine. So anyone has got any doubt in this? Anyone has got any doubt in this? Should we move ahead? Okay, good. Now, can you someone tell me what is LCM and what is HCF? How do we find least common multiple, and how do we find LCM? You just tell me that. How do we find LCM? Let's say there is a number. X is a number like 2 cubed, 3 squared, and 5 to the power 1. And Y is a number like 2 to the power 2, 3 to the power 1, and 5 is squared. What is the LCM of XY? Who can find this out? Anjali, what would be the LCM of XY? I've not given you number. I've actually given you in the terms of factors.
The common number which is divisible by every number.
Common number divisible by every number. I've already given you the factors. You don't have to divide anything here. You just have to find the LCM of this two by the given information. So I'm not giving you numbers like 48 and 96 in which you have to find the
30.
LCM. 30. How?
Actually, in LCM we generally multiply with like 30 is divisible by 2 also, 3 and 5. So
Then 60 should be also the number then.
but whenever we do the LCM,
What is this number X? Can you find this number X exactly? If I'm writing this as like this, can you find number X? What is it exactly?
you can find, but it's too difficult. I mean, it's
It's
lengthier.
difficult. How is it lengthier? What is 2 cube?
8,
2 cube is 8. What is 3 squared?
9 is
What is
Five.
5? How much is 8 times 5?
40,
40 times 9?
360,
360. What is this Y? How much is 2 square?
4,
4. 3. How much is 5?
25,
4 into 25 is?
300 equals
300 into 3?
no,
It's
no,
a 3. It's a
20,
300. What is the LCM of this two number? 30. So Ajod, how do we find the LCM for this?
Sir, 480.
How?
So, sorry.
480 is also not
480.
480. How is 48 divisible by
60, sir.
36? 60 is the LCM. Can LCM be the lesser than the number itself? Are you finding factors or are you finding multiple?
No, sir. 380.
380 तो पॉसिबल ही नहीं होगा साइज 380 कैसे डिवाइड
How?
होगा?
Sir. 330, sir.
बेटा समझो बात को, क्या बोल रहा हूँ, समझो तो, सुनो तो सही बात को. Are you guys finding the factors or you guys finding multiple? Answer me, are you guys finding multiple or factors?
Factors, sir.
Who asked you to find the factor? I'm asking you LCM निकालो, तो factors क्यों निकाल रहे हो? लिखा तो हुआ यहाँ पे LCM निकालना है. So why are you guys finding 30? then why 30 is the minimum? 1 नहीं होगा इसका सबका common factor, सबसे छोटा. फिर 30 भी क्यों हो रहा है? 3 नहीं होगा. I'm asking you to find multiples, you're finding factors. How would you find the common multiple for this? Guys, LCM is been taught in year 5, year 4. LCM कैसे निकालते हैं दो नंबर्स का? 12 और 24 का LCM कितना होगा? How would you find the LCM for 12 and 24? Guys, tell me how will you find the LCM for 12 and 24? फिर अभी कैसे क्वेश्चंस किए हैं आपने दूसरे? अगर वहां पे कॉमन डिनोमिनेटर बनाने के लिए कुछ आया तो हाउ डू यू मेक इट? You take a LCM, right? So how do you find the LCM of two numbers or more than two numbers? Nutan, how do you find the LCM? Guys, see, if you have been given a number like this, or your number properties में मैंने करवाया हुआ था LCM. If you have been given a number, you will start dividing the numbers by a common number. ये मैं रोज कर रहा हूँ. Two times two is 4, 4 times 2 is 8, 8 times 3 is 24. 24 is the LCM of this. This is the least common multiple for both numbers. आप मुझे 30 बोल रहे हो, 60 बोल रहे हो, मल्टीपल या तो वो नंबर होगा या उससे बड़ा होगा ना नंबर. You have been finding multiples. How could you have an LCM of these two numbers, 360 and 300, less than 300 also? Fine. अब ये तो number दिया हुआ है, but I didn't give you numbers, right? I only gave you this thing. So this was not given to you. Then how would you find the LCM? So you're gonna take all the numbers which are there here, like 235, 235. So you have taken 2, you have taken 3, you have taken 5. अब देखो, अगर कहीं 7 भी होता, let's say x में 7 होता लेकिन y में नहीं है, तो भी आप 7 लेते because आपको multiple लेना है, right? Right now we don't have 7, so that's okay. इसके बाद में आप इसके हाईएस्ट पावर्स लोगे. सो व्हाट इज द हाईएस्ट पावर ऑफ 2? दैट इज 3. व्हाट इज द हाईएस्ट पावर ऑफ 3? दैट इज 2. व्हाट इज द हाईएस्ट पावर ऑफ 5? दैट इज 2. And now you're going to multiply it. So this will become 25, this will become 9, and this will become 8. 8 times 25, 8 times 25 is 200, and 200 times 9 is 200 times 9 is 1800. This is the LCM of these two numbers. Guys, start studying. I'm telling it to you because you have started forgetting the concepts. Second concept that we always do is highest common factor. Now this is a reverse process of what we do. We need to find the factor, okay, not multiples. Let's say it was the same number, x, y, and let's say it's 2 cubed, 3 squared, 5 to the power 1, and then we have 2 squared, 3 to the power 1, and 5 squared. So इसमें सबसे पहले तो याद रखना, you need a common factor. So इस केस में आप वही नंबर्स लोगे जो दोनों में कॉमन है. तो अगर कहीं भी एक जगह 7 होता और दूसरे में नहीं होता, हम उसको नहीं लेते. तो ओनली टेक द कॉमन नंबर्स फर्स्ट. सो दैट इज लाइक आपने 2 लिया, आपने 3 लिया और आपने 5 लिया. इसके बाद में अब यहाँ पे लोवेस्ट पावर लोगे. क्यों? बिकॉज अंडरस्टैंड, जब ये 2 क्यूब बनता है तो ये 8 होता है, और जब ये 2 स्क्वायर बनता है तो ये 4 होता है. तो 8 कॉमन नहीं है दोनों में, 4 कॉमन, राइट? दैट इज व्हाई वी ऑलवेज टेक the lowest power. So how much common do we have? 2 square. 3 square है या 3 common है? 3 common. 5, 5. Let's multiply. So this is like 4 times 3 into 5. That is like 60. That 60 is your HCF or GCD as well, greatest common divisor or highest common factor. But it's not a LCM. LCM would always be bigger, and HCF would always be smaller. Always remember if this type things are given. So if we go back to the question, See, it is asking how many factors greater than one do this have in common. So you just have to find the total factors of this, and you would be able to know how many factors are there for this. Okay, company edge distributed. Okay. Before we go ahead on this, I just want to confirm one thing. Today is Wednesday. When are you guys giving your first test? When are you guys giving your first test? Yes, Saijot, Nutan, and Anjali, reply quick. When are you giving your
So,
first test?
so actually we were planning to give tomorrow.
Tomorrow, fine. Good.
Sir, no.
You said we were planning to give it, and now one of you says no. Then
Who we?
who we? Question mark is who we.
Because no one asked to me.
Guys, see, that is your personal talk because I am not at all in a part of it. I just wanted to know the date and a time. That's it. My paper is ready, and it's a very interesting paper. I'm
So,
telling it
so
to
we
you.
will discuss and let you know, sir.
That is what I asked you to do last week.
Sir, next week, any day I'll be comfortable,
I'm so
but not
sorry.
tomorrow.
Why? Next week? Why next week? It's been
I mean,
already
coming Monday. But
wait, it's been already 2 weeks I've delayed it. Secondly, last week मैंने बोला था मुझे next Monday के पहले date बता दो test कब दोगे. You guys have stopped informing things. I'm not sure what is going exactly, but it's okay, fine. I have no clue to it, so I'm very much open to it. If the things comes to me, I'll tackle it. No worries. But the concern is, I'm not gonna give you any more leverage on the test now because I waited for the date, right? So next week तो आपका दूसरा टेस्ट हो जाए. अब वो नेक्स्ट वीक आपने बोल ही दिया आप कंफर्टेबल हो तो वो दूसरा टेस्ट हो जाएगा. ये वाला टेस्ट कब दोगे? यू हैव गॉट 3 days. Tomorrow, day after tomorrow, and day to day after tomorrow. और अभी तक जितना पढ़ा है वो सारे क्वेश्चंस आएंगे. सिंपल. Except today's topic. Except today's topic and percentage also. So I'll not include percentage. I'll not include today's topic. Done. Because अभी तक के सारे topics में you guys should have asked me the doubts for sure. So we still have a session going on. 27 minutes है. सोच लो आराम से. Before I end up the call
so
today.
can we do it on Sunday?
Not possible, ma'am, because on Monday I have a session with you guys, right? So I need it to be done before Sunday because at least I'll take one day to check it. You just not,
Friday, is it okay to all?
you guys decide the time also. I'll forward the paper to you
No,
guys.
sir, actually, here my college foundation and everything. So they have given me lots of work. That's why I'm saying that.
Anjali, when was that work given to you?
I know, sir, but
No,
I have covered something, but something I have left. So,
no. When was the college work given to you? You tell me.
so this one day.
And when did I ask about the test date?
But sir, I have to revise everything, no? So that's why tomorrow or day after tomorrow, how it is possible?
That is not my concern, Anjali. That is what I told you a day. मैंने टेस्ट का लास्ट वीक के मंडे या ट्यूसडे के सेशन पे बोला था कि टेस्ट आपका नेक्स्ट वीक होगा. आप लोगों को मुझे एग्जाम आपको टेस्ट का डेट बताना है. You guys have not informed me. That doesn't mean I'm not gonna take the test. आपने रिवाइज क्यों नहीं किया तब से लेके अभी तक?
सर आपसे मैंने पूछा था तो फिर आपने कहा कि नेक्स्ट वीक रखेंगे और मुझे किसी ने भी इन्फॉर्म नहीं किया कि हमने ये डिसाइड किया है सब तो
See,
मैं
I'm
भी
not a part of
confused
your group, whichever you talk to, so I'm not gonna comment on this. And I remember you did ask about the test for sure. I'll just check. Wait, you have asked for the test. Okay, you asked on 19th, when will you conduct math test? I said next week. Fine. ठीक है, I'll take the next week. I'll take next week.
Sorry, sir.
No, that's okay. That's not a problem. Guys, see, I don't want to fail you. Let me be very honest with you. ठीक है, मुझे अगर questions बहुत strict बनाने होंगे, and if I'm adamant to fail my student, I'm not a good trainer at all. I don't want to fail you. But concern ये है, if I lose that particular grip that I have on you, you would also live, you know, I'm very calm, composed trainer, हंसी मजाक ये. This is what I like in my training. I'm not that adamant kind of like, I wear specs because that is of my eyesight. I don't wear spec for the attitude. Come on, like it's not that like I have to wear specs for my students. आप अच्छे से पढ़ लो, मुझे प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, बट आप उसको जितना डिले करोगे आगे के टेस्ट में उतना कम टाइम मिलेगा.
एक्चुअली मैं उस टाइम कर रही थी, पर फिर आपने नेक्स्ट वीक कहा तो मैं इन सब कामों में उलझ गई तो मैंने छोड़ दिया, तो इसलिए सॉरी.
Yeah,
मतलब
no, that's okay. Next week, Thursday, we will keep your test, okay? And timing आप लोग डिसाइड कर लेना, या डिसाइड मैं डेट
Yes,
अभी भी
sir.
नहीं कर रहा, बट नेक्स्ट वीक पे आपको टेस्ट देना है. आप मुझे आपस में अच्छे से डिस्कस करके whatever is sufficient and convenient for you, ऐसा नहीं है, because सबकी कुछ ना कुछ प्रायोरिटीज हैं which cannot be overlooked. So decide it properly and give me 1 day, right? See, this is very, very tedious. I'm telling it to you, to have a common time. Okay. It's not necessary that Anjali would be comfortable on Thursday morning 9, Nutan would be comfortable at 9 o'clock, and Saijot would also be. It could be possible Anjali is comfortable at 8 o'clock, Saijot is comfortable at 1 o'clock, and Nutan is only comfortable after 4. I'll send you the paper accordingly, beta, on your email personally. ऐसा नहीं है, but मुझे एक date decide करके बता दो, राइट? या इंडिविजुअल बता दो कि सर हम इस दिन कर सकते हैं, वो भी अच्छा है. टेस्ट से मतलब है ना, उसमें भी कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, पर नेक्स्ट वीक पे प्लीज टेस्ट दे देना, ठीक है?
So I'm comfortable with Thursday. Sure.
एनी डे यू टेल मी,
Sir.
आप मुझे जब बोलोगे आई फॉरवर्ड यू द टेस्ट, मेरे पास में रेडी है. द ओनली थिंग इज दिस, यू टेल मी. आप मुझे ये भी बोलोगे कि सर tomorrow I'm ready for the test, I'll just ask you what time should I send it to you in your email. I'll send in the email and I'll drop you the confirmation also. बस उसका थोड़ा सा टाइमलाइन ध्यान रखना, उतने ही टाइम में करना है, और मेरे को आपके सारे सॉल्यूशन जो आप करोगे वो प्रॉपरली as an image email में चाहिए, so that I can check your solution also. For few earlier tests I want to check your solutions, and then I'll just ask you to solve. That's it. Just to make sure that if you're making a silly errors or a confusion कुछ हो रहा है, तो we could understand. Okay, question number 14. Nutan, please help us to solve this question. If n is the product of 2, 3 and a 2-digit prime number, how many of its factors are greater than 6? How will you solve this? Nutan, you there, right?
Yes, sir.
If n is the product of 2, 3 and a 2-digit prime, कोई 2-digit prime number बताओ.
$11.
So what is 2, 3 into 11? इसके कितने factors हों? बट यहाँ पे हमसे टोटल फैक्टर्स तो पूछा ही नहीं ना, हमसे तो ये पूछा हाउ मेनी ऑफ इट फैक्टर्स आर ग्रेटर देन 6. This is a very smart question. If you will comprehend the question, there is nothing to solve in this question, I'm telling it to you. If you'll just comprehend the question, your job is done.
One.
How?
1. Actually, I think it's a 11 is only the factor that the greater than 6.
So it
This
will be because 66 is also a factor of and also greater than 6.
See, one factor would be 11 times 2. One factor would be 11 itself. One factor is 11 times 3. And one factor is this number itself, right? So there should be 4 factors. आप कोई सा भी 2 digit का prime number ले लो. Let's say 17. 2 into 3 into 17. उसने बोला 6 से बड़ा चाहिए. मतलब ये 2 और 3 वाला तो factor ही हट गया ना. 2 और 3 तो हट गए. लेकिन 17 एक factor बनेगा. Of course, yes बनेगा. 17 times 2 एक factor बनेगा. मतलब 30. 17 times 2 भी factor बनेगा. 17 times 3 भी factor बनेगा. और ये पूरा number तो यही है. Which is like 2 into 3 into 17. ये तो पूरा number बन रहा है because we have n which is a product of three numbers. So there would be total 4 factors. Right. So the only trap was most of the student will think that वो prime number ही तो सिर्फ factor होगा क्योंकि हम ये कर रहे हैं 2 into 3 into a prime number कर रहे हैं हम इसमें, right? तो वो भी 2 digit का है, हम इसमें prime number कर रहे हैं, तो इस केस में ये हो रहा है कि ये prime number ही तो बस अलग है because यहाँ तक तो 6 ही आ रहा है. तो but आप समझो, you need to have a product of this and then you need to, right? So the concern is this prime number multiplied by 2 would be a factor. This prime number itself is a factor. This prime number into 3 is a factor. And this whole number is a factor of itself. So there would be always 4. There would be always 4 numbers. Okay.
I did the same thing, sir, that you explained.
The 11.
Yeah.
हाँ, वो होगा, वो होता है confusion. That is what I said. इस question को solve नहीं करना है. This is a very smart trap question which you guys have to just understand कि क्या हो सकता है. आप इस पे ध्यान रखो ना, total factors कैसे हो सकते हैं. अगर आपको बहुत ज्यादा confusion है तो आप उसमें ये कर सकते हो कि आप वो number बना लो, right? अब थोड़ा सा difficult होगा like 2 into 3 into 11, right? अब इसमें अगर आप देखो तो आप ये समझो कि 2 to the power 1 है, 3 to the power 1 है और 11 to the power 1 यही आएगा. इसके अलावा तो नहीं आ सकता कुछ भी. Of course, आप प्राइम नंबर 11 की जगह 17 डालो, 19 डालो, 31 डालो, 37 डालो, पावर तो हमेशा 1 ही चलेगा. तो मतलब ओवरऑल इसके कितने फैक्टर्स बन रहे हैं इस नंबर के? 8. तो टोटल फैक्टर्स अगर 8 बन रहे हैं तो यहाँ तो आपको 3 ही दिख रहे हैं ना, 2, 3 और 11. तो बाकी के 5 फैक्टर्स का वहां आप उस चीज को गलत करने से रुक जाओगे, right? There are a lot of ways to solve this question, but the major thing was comprehension. और टेस्ट में ऐसे ही questions देता हूँ. I'm not gonna give you that hard questions. This kind of easy questions would be there so that आपको भी अच्छा लगे उसको solve करने में. कुछ गलती नहीं हो उसमें. Easy questions, comparison quantity के ज़्यादा questions I give because that is good questions. Now let's talk about this. X to the power y is 64. And x and y are positive integers. They're positive, right? Because ये चीज negative पे भी आ सकती थी. Which of the following could be the value of x plus y and indicate all such values? So it's a MCQ question, guys. GRE में 4 questions होते हैं. Problem solving जिसमें options A, B, C, D, E चलता है, एक answer होता है. Quantitative comparison, you know the answer choices are A, B, C, and D. And you also know it very well when to mark A, B, C, or D. Then third one is numeric. You also know that box आएगा उसमें हमको fill करना है. And the fourth one is MCQ. Exactly MCQ that they will ask you indicate all such values. इसमें ये checker box होता है. ये इसका बहुत clear cut मतलब एक way है to distinguish between the type of a question. बस इसमें थोड़ा सा ध्यान रखना. They will underline. Sometimes they will, sometimes they will not. But they have some trick part like cannot be an integer, must be an integer, could be an integer. इस टाइप के क्वेश्चंस पे थोड़ा सा ध्यान में रखना कि must पूछा है, could पूछा है, all पूछा है, right? So that you know once you solve you would be marking answers as per asked. तो अब इसको कैसे करेंगे? दिस इज लाइक x प्लस वाई. क्या हो सकता है? x की पावर y इक्वल्स टू 64 है, तो इस 64 को हम कैसे लिख सकते हैं? And they are positive integers. So can I write it as 1 to the power 64? क्या ये सही होगा? Can I write it as 1 to the power 64? Anjali, can I write this as 1 to the power 64? मुझे ये दो numbers कुछ लेते चलना है और 64 बनाना है so that I can get the value of x plus y and I can mark the answer. So can I write it as 1 to the power 64?
The value will be 1.
1. So I need a 64. So this is not possible, right? Okay. Can I write 64 to the power 1?
Yes.
Yes.
So that would be like 64 plus 1. That will become 65, which is not there here. No problem. Right. Now, see 1 or 64. दो चीज हो गई. Now what else you could do? Can you write 2 to the power 6? Can you write 2 to the power 6?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Right. So this is 2 plus 6 is 8. एक value आ गया. Can you write 4 to the power 3?
Yes.
Okay. 4 plus 3 equals to 7.
7.
7 भी आ गया. Can you write 8 to the power 2?
Yes.
That would be 8 plus 2 equals to
10.
10. 10 भी आ गया. Anything else? No. That's it. हो गया question solved. Okay. Last question for the day. Question number 18. If k is a multiple of 24, what does that mean? क्या मतलब है? सिर्फ इतनी लाइन का मतलब समझो. If k is a multiple of 24, what does it mean? Numbers क्या हो सकते हैं? K is a multiple of 24. Give me some values of k, possible values of k.
1, 2, 3.
Wait. I'm asking you multiples. You're giving me
Table of
factors.
24.
You're giving me factors, Anjali. I'm looking for multiples. What is the first multiple of 24 is? 24 itself. Then 48. Then
48.
72. Then 96. Then
96.
120.
120.
144. 168. 192 and so on. But अब इसमें एक चीज है. If k is a multiple of 24, you have taken this, but it should not be multiple of 16. Remove those all numbers which are multiple of 16 here. So of course 16 times 3 is 48. तो 3 पे अगर आया है 16 times 3 तो अब 6 पे जाएगा. तो 16 times 6 फिर 9 पे जाएगा, फिर 12 पे जाएगा. This all numbers are out because they're divisible by 16. So ideally we are just bothered about the numbers like 24, 72 and 120, 16. इतना number लेने की जरूरत नहीं है. Now see, it is asking which of the following cannot be an integer. So you can check it either on one part or two parts. That's okay. So 24 is divisible by 8, right? K over 8 अगर मैं कर रहा हूँ तो 24 is divisible by 8. 24 is divisible. 72 is also divisible by 8, right? So it cannot be an integer. So it is an integer. ये तो integer हो गई. ये तो integer है. What about this? K over 9. क्या करोगे इसमें? 24 divisible by 9 is not an integer, but 72 divisible by 9 is an integer. और हमको उन्होंने ये नहीं बोला था कि आप 24 ही लो, उन्होंने बोला था मल्टीपल लेना है, right? तो उस केस में फिर the most important thing is you have to always take at least more than one values to check this. On just one value you would always have two answers like this. See, 36 भी तो नहीं है. आप numbers देखो ना थोड़े से कितने बड़े हो रहे हैं. सी, तो उस हिसाब से फिर आपको ये देखना होता है कि 8 नहीं है, 9, 32 72 को डिवाइड नहीं करता, 24 को नहीं करता, तो ये तो इंटीजर आएगा ही नहीं. ये 9 72 को कर देगा, तो ये आंसर नहीं होगा, ये आंसर नहीं होगा. इट्स ओनली सी दैट इज आंसर बिकॉज 36 कैन डिवाइड 72, 81 कैन डिवाइड 168, 8, राइट? So 81, again, the concern is, this is what you need to understand very clearly. But this is still lengthy. So what is the quickest way to do it? Quickest way to do is, आप सबसे पहले 24 को लिखो, 2 12 बचा, एक और 2 6 बचा, एक और 2 और ये 3. अब ये 16 का मल्टीपल नहीं होना चाहिए, मतलब जो k है इसमें आप एक n मल्टीप्लाई करोगे और ये आपका बनेगा k. n मतलब आप उसको 1 से मल्टीप्लाई करो तो देखो 24 टाइम्स 1 24, 24 टाइम्स 2 48, 24 टाइम्स 3 72. इस हिसाब से 24 का टेबल चलते जाएगा और ये नंबर क्या है, k है. बट अब ये 16 का मल्टीपल नहीं होना चाहिए, तो अगर मैं 16 के फैक्टर्स करूं तो 2 टू द पावर 4 होता है. इसका मतलब ये है कि ये पार्ट नहीं आना चाहिए इसमें. ये वाला पार्ट अगर आप हटाओगे इसमें तो वो चीज हो जाएगी सही, बिकॉज ये कॉमन है. सी, दिस 8 एंड दिस 8 इज कॉमन. सो आइडली आप ये देख सकते हो कि कौन सा इसमें ऐसा नंबर है जो 8 और सो सी 8 आउट, 3 का फैक्टर आउट, 3 का फैक्टर आउट, 3 का फैक्टर आउट. So this is a number that you need to find it out. There are a lot of ways to do it, but in your earlier practice, I'll always say write some multiples quickly. So like 24, 48, 72, 3 लिखा, 16 का 3 ये हटा दिया, अब आपके पास में 24 और 72 बचा है. बट आप कहाँ फंसोगे, आप यहाँ फंसोगे, बिकॉज 81 ये तो दोनों को ही नहीं है, राइट. बट आगे वाले नंबर्स का तो हो सकता था. सो यू नीड टू एटलीस्ट चेक दैट पर्टिकुलर पार्ट. ये 32 भी होगा, 32 into 4 करोगे दैट वुड बी 128, तो ये भी हो रहा है. सो यू नीड टू एक्चुअली चेक दैट पर्टिकुलर पार्ट इन दिस. सो 8 इज लाइक व्हाट, 2 क्यूब है ना, 8 तो खुद ही 2 क्यूब है, तो ये 2 क्यूब यहाँ पे दिख रहा है. 9 खुद 3 स्क्वायर है, एक 3 यहाँ पे है तो वो उसको डिवाइड करेगा ही. 32 इज 2 टू द पावर 5, so ये 2 to the power 4 को ये डिवाइड करेगा ही. 36 is what, 2 to the power 18, 9 2 to the power 2 into 3 square. ये तो दोनों ही नंबर्स आपको यहाँ दिख रहे हैं. बट 81 is what, 3 to the power 4. यहाँ तो एक ही 3 है, तो बाकी 3 3s तो बच ही रह गए ना, तो ये कैसे इंटीजर होगा, यू कैन नॉट डिवाइड इट. So answer is, there are a lot of ways you can do this, but again the only thing is you need to start thinking upon this particular part, right? Most importantly is if you could practice enough to break numbers. Kabhi bhi, anytime when you have a pen and paper available, take any random number of your choice. Let's say आपने 55 लिया और उसको बिना ऐसे लिखे डिवाइड करना चालू करो डायरेक्ट लाइक दिस. ओके सर, 5 times 11 I can write it at. ओके, बड़ा नंबर लो और मतलब पहले 2 डिजिट पे ही चलो, so that you guys are easily doing it. Let's say 60, ठीक है, तो 60 हुआ तो इट्स ओके, हमने 2 से इसको डिवाइड किया, 30 दिमाग में रखा, फिर 30 को हमको वापस 2 से डिवाइड करना है, 15 दिमाग में. अब 15 बहुत इजी हो जाएगा, यू कैन राइट इट एज 3 into 5. अब आप उसको ऐसे लिख लो या आप उसको 2 square into 3 into 5 कर लो, वो भी चलेगा, राइट. तो ये चीज अगर आप अभी से करोगे then you will be used to it, then it will become very easy for you. If you will just gonna apply this during the test or the exams, you will not have at all confidence, and that particular thing is same, that is what you've been doing, but you're just writing it and wasting your time. So don't do that particular thing, right? Always make sure that you have a proper factorization way to do. All right, anyone has got any question, any doubt in this? Anyone has got any question, doubts in this? Fine, so start practicing, because next week you have got your test number 1, and so keep practicing. The only small change that I'll bring in the paper now is all topics till date. So percentage bhi aayega or divisibility of prime bhi aayega. Now how many questions will be there, how the weightage has to be done, that is all my attention, and I'll take care of it. That's not a problem. You practice it, right? But yes, for sure, none of the question gonna come from 5LB for sure. So you don't have to much worry about it, or you could worry about it. It's up to you. But none of the question is from 5LB for sure. Right. Fine, guys. Thank you so much. Take care of yourself. Stay blessed. Have a good weekend. and then let's connect back on Monday, right?
Thank
Next
you,
week I'll
sir.
take your verbal also. Right now I'm
Yes,
just
sir.
holding verbal. I'm keeping math so that you guys are into momentum. Once I'll start verbal, then you would have a limited time for the math part. So I'm just doing math first, right? Already. Thank you so much. Good time.
Sir, tomorrow we have session.
No, tomorrow we don't. I'm not taking session because see, you got like 7, 8 chapters to prepare. So you have got good 4 days, 5 days. Just let me know. I mean, it's not necessarily tomorrow or day after, but yes, test is there. So just drop me a message whenever you feel like giving it. That's it. It would be 1 hour test. Don't worry about it. It would be 1 hour test, 15 questions. What else do you want? I'm giving you 4 minutes to solve one question. Ideally, in GRE, you get only 1.5 or 2 minutes to solve a question. I'm giving you 4 minutes to solve a question, right? 4 minutes, 15. The only thing is passing marks are 11. So you need to do 11 questions correct out of 15. That's it. So if you, the most easiest thing is you make 5 wrong and don't attempt the test. That is also one of the best thing you can think about to do. But you have 1 hour to finish it off. And I think it would be easy. I mean, those are very piece of cake questions. I hardly you're gonna take like 5-10 minutes to solve it. They're very basic questions, very basic. I'm telling it they're very basic questions, right? But now it depends like whose basics are those. So prepare properly. You have got Varsity Tutor, you have got one of the PDF for concept, you've got one of the PDF for 5LB. If you need something, you have recordings already, right? Yesterday's recording would be uploaded. Today's recording would be uploaded in a day or two. It takes normally 24 hours to generate the whole recording though. So it takes a little bit of time, but yes, it would be uploaded. Meanwhile, finish up old topics. Make sure you have a basic understanding of words that I have explained it to you. Solution, and that's why I need a solution, because if they say negative integers, then what you have taken, that makes a huge sense to me. Because if you're taking negative integers, if you're taking 0 also, then I know that, okay, your concept of integer is a little bit, messed up, little bit of messed up. It's not that you don't know it, but little bit of confusion is there. So that is how we chalk out, like, what is missing, what is the gap, and then we bridge that particular gap at the start. That's why, the check of the test and this all is important. Otherwise, no. Anyone has got any more question? No? Fine. Then enjoy your day now. I mean, enjoy your time that you have with you right now. Okay. Thank you so much. Take care of yourself. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir. Bye.